hey, don't let that troll get you down. What you need to do is turn that frown upside down because you can do this. And why would you allow them to take your energy? And why don't you just let your moderators handle it? And why don't you just shut your damn mouth? Gazing into your eyes. Okay, I can't do nothing else funny. I can't do shit else. Hi, I'm Munchkin, but today you can call me Candace. I am a content creator, gaming content creator on Twitch, and this is the discussion of being a Black female content creator. So, if you would like to know more about this lovely topic, stay tuned. Being a Black female content creator in today's climate is hectic as hell. Brutally honest, it's one of the hardest jobs to have. But in hindsight of the past 2 years that I've been creating content, I'll be honest, it's been one of the most rewarding as well. I have been able to touch many lives. I've been able to inspire many people. And for me to be able to represent women of color in such a strong and positive way is the reason why I continue to hit that go live button every single time, even when it is the hardest thing to do. Trust me, if you guys follow me on social media, which should be popping up on the screen now, like blow, and then it's gonna come through, it's gonna be like blow, and then another thing gonna be like blow, and then if you come to my Twitch streams, like blow. All right. So, if you basically follow me on any of my social media, you probably know some of my journey and stories and things that I've had to survive in order to maintain my status as a content creator. But being a Black female content creator comes with a lot of woes that I have no problem expressing and even helping to educate others on how they can fully support Black female content creators. So, with that being said, let's get to it. Dealing with Black Lives Matters and being a Black female content creator has been one of the most mentally and emotionally draining things I think I've ever had to do. And trust me, I've had stressful jobs, I've been in stressful situations, but to go live on a regular basis while all of this is going on, knowing that there's so much hurt and pain going on in our community, has been such a freaking hurdle to jump over. There are days where we all are just feeling it. We're depressed. We've seen the news, we've seen the verdicts, we've went through the emotions. Even on social media, we got companies who are using our Black Lives Matters hashtag as some way to gain more sales and eyeballs and think that they're sympathetic and they're not. We have companies who basically have Black influencers who don't even give a dog crap about what's going on. It's a lot. And then we got some of our own freaking people who are totally against basically trying to get the changes that we need in order for all of us to feel safe. It's not about the fact that human life doesn't matter. It's about the fact that there are lives that hang in a balance that are in jeopardy. And we need to acknowledge that. And we need to make the changes to ensure that everybody feels safe. But it seems like, there are people out here who just don't give a crap about us. And to go live every day and try to be the sunshine through all of that rain, it has been taking a toll on a lot of Black content creators, especially Black women, because we honestly feel like we are one of the most unprotected demographic of humans on this planet, and it really sucks because we got to put on our game face and we got to provide y'all entertainment. So that's one thing we have to deal with. That's like, it's been rough. It's been rough. The other thing that we have been dealing with, well, there's other things that's attached to this, but dealing with racist trolling, and when we finally speak out through social media or within our communities about it, we have non people of color literally telling us, hey, don't let that troll get you down. What you need to do is turn that frown upside down because you can do this. And why would you allow them to take your energy? And why don't you just let your moderators handle it? And why don't you just shut your damn mouth? Do you not understand that I could literally be gaming while, but like, I have literally been trolled by just, I didn't even have my camera on. I'm just gaming, regular, not even streaming. Someone hears my voice and guesses that I am a black female and starts calling me Shaniqua, Shakana's freaking what's the name of the Tyler Perry woman? Medea. Oh, I could tell you a sassy fat black woman, huh? Bro, you don't have to worry about turning on any form of electronic and going to go have fun and being singled out because of the color of your skin and the sound of your voice that sounds like someone who is the color of what they don't approve of. You don't have that issue. So when someone speaks out about having racist trolls and they're basically just venting because they're tired, we are tired. We have a right to vent about that. Just the same way that you have a right to vent about whatever troubles that you go through. But if you are not a person of color, shut your damn mouth when we talking about that type of stuff. Unless you come in that thread to basically inspire that person to keep going and say it in the right way. There's a wrong and a right way. There is a such thing as toxic positivity, something that a lot of people have been speaking out about as of late too, might I add. And that's toxic positivity when you're like, oh, you can do this and you can do that. Don't be giving me solutions that you don't never have to even have to come to. You don't even have problems that even have to have these type of solutions. So don't come at us. That's like me sitting here coming to someone who is a gay male and telling them, well, you don't, it's not a big deal. All you got to do is block the words and you don't need to sit here and dwell on that type of, no. Because at the end of the day, you don't live our lives, and I'm not a gay man. I can't tell a gay man, yo, just chalk it up to the game. That's just how it is sometimes. It's just trolls. Who the hell says all of that type of crap to people and think that that's right? Like, do you not realize how you're pushing how you would handle something that you never have to go through? Like, you're pushing how you would handle it on someone else that has to live it every single day. No, if you want to basically be an ally and you want to help with that, I think the best way you can contribute to helping that person, uplifting that person during a very rough time is saying, F them trolls. You are a beautiful, intelligent, smart. Give them positive, that type of, tell them who they are. Don't tell them what they should do or who they should be ignoring. Remind them who they are. And that will come off way better than giving them solutions to problems you don't have. And those who do deal with it, if you deal with it and I just have my thing, fine, that's how you deal with it. But there may be one day that you are triggered and it don't go that way for you. And you feel that you want to reach out to your community, your social media, whatever. And you feel that you just at least want to hear from other people that you're doing the right thing, that being a Black content creator is still worth it. Think about it in that way. What would you want somebody to say to you? And then apply. There you go. Black female content creators are often forgotten for opportunities. I'll even take it a step further. Black female content creators, especially in the gaming area, it's almost as if we don't even exist. When you see influencers to follow and influencers to basically watch and stuff like that, a lot of the influencers that you see are makeup related, beauty related, fashion related. Why? What happened to all the Black women that are in gaming? What about the influencers that are in writing? What about the black females that are in all these different industries that are killing it? But especially when it comes down to gaming, it's like, why are we not being seen as some influential, game changing mofos? Oh, you know why? Because barely any of us are in freaking esports. Barely any of us really get promotion the way that we should get it because we're working our asses off and basically providing fire behind content and building beautiful freaking dang on communities. We do not get recognized in this industry enough, and we're often left out of the conversations. We're left off of the tables where the deals are made. We're left out of a lot of things. And even when some of us do make it to these opportunities, we then got to basically have people who tell us that we're gatekeepers, not even realizing that, hey, guess what? We don't have any opportunities to gatekeep. The jig is up. We don't have opportunities to gatekeep. We don't have nothing to gatekeep. Look, what am I gatekeeping? For real, for real. Like, how can, I don't see how another female joining on to something that I'm a part of would affect me unless I allow it to affect me. And the way that I can allow it to affect me is that I'm not doing my job and making sure that I'm out there promoting the brands that I work with and making sure that I really push and promote my codes or whatever that it may be. I can't gatekeep crap. We as blacks barely even get opportunities in the first damn place. So it's like when we actually do, normally we basically be like, yo, I know some homies that can basically sit here and benefit from this. Sorry that we don't put it all over social media, because honestly, if we put it out there just flat out on our Twitters and stuff, it would be looked at as unprofessional. Because it's like, oh, so you just think this is a free for all? Because messing with $1 million companies ain't that easy in the first place. So you have to maintain a certain level of professionalism. But everybody wants to throw around the gatekeeping word as if we have opportunities to hold to ourselves. We don't. There's a lot of opportunities that I was a part of that I couldn't even speak on because it was an NDA in place. That means a company told me, shut your mouth and this will basically go down. Just like if you basically sign up for certain promotions, they may put an NDA in place. Why? They don't want their business out there, and they don't want you tattletelling. They don't want their competitors to see or know anything of what they are doing. There's some things I'm still under NDA for that hasn't even happened yet. Was supposed to happen, but it's certain things I'm under NDA now. It's not always I don't want everybody else to know, because there are content creators like myself and others who basically will express how they landed certain situations and opportunities once it's all said and done, and they will basically provide that. But some of y'all don't come to our live streams when we talking about it, so I guess you missed it. But we are often left out for many opportunities, and it really does suck, because I feel like a lot of us don't even apply for certain things because we have this instant feeling of we are going to be denied. And it does suck when I do see some very, very, very influential women of color apply for opportunities or sponsorships and they get denied, and they have worked their asses off, and they get this general behind, hey, we reviewed this, that, and a third, and guess what? We're not gonna go forward with you, but you know what? You have this lovely code to use. Nobody wants to hear that when they clearly see that somebody who basically doesn't even have the pull, the recognition, they haven't done like, and it's not saying that someone smaller than you can't advance, because whatever is for you is for you. I know good and darn well that a lot of people, they probably trying to figure out how the hell I landed half of the stuff that I landed at the size that I was previously on Mixer and now on Twitch. I know that there's people who question that big time, but it does suck when it's a blatant slap in the face to where You literally are going for the same thing as somebody else, and you got all your ducks in a row and still get denied. Meanwhile, they approve somebody else who hasn't even put in half of the work, and they have some of the same messages and the same aesthetic that the industry already promotes. Which basically leads me into my next topic. I feel as a Black female content creator, we have to work 10 times as hard to impress somebody, anybody, everybody. Like, it's kind of like, oh, you have the people who basically are like, oh, well, you Black and I'm Black. So, like, you gonna give me the game for free, right? So let me get this straight. You want me to basically give you a business plan, a business model, and how to run this business model so that you can financially profit, you can socially profit, you can profit in whatever way that you want to profit for absolutely positively free because you just followed my channel. Really? Is this what we're doing? Is this the new meta? Is this is No, no. I worked my ass off, and you're gonna have to work your ass off too for your brand, for your accolades, for your I'm not saying that we can't help, and that's up to people's discretion if they want to basically give that for free. It seems as if we don't give and give and give and give, what ends up happening is that we have to go the other route and impress people. We have to be like the shooter, the super whatever. Oh, let me like it's so many things we have to do, and we have to go out of our way in order to make sure that people know that we're here. We're ready to basically make a name for ourselves. We're ready to take on whatever that people are willing to give us. But people are only willing to give it to us after we basically go through too many trials and too many tribulations that others don't have to go through. Another thing I've experienced while being a Black female content creator is what I touched on a bit earlier is when I am gaming, I can be racially profiled and mocked at any given time. And it absolutely positively sucks because I thought that the gaming industry was about inclusion. I thought the gaming industry was basically filled with people who wanted to escape their day-to-day lives. Like, I know that a lot of us, we pretty much game because we want to escape whatever it is that we're escaping. Whatever that it is, gaming creates an escape. We basically go into these different worlds and these different situations, and we have fun, we laugh, we giggle, and we do it with complete freaking strangers, which sounds a little bit freaky, but crap happens. um it just sucks that as a Black female content creator, I can be simply creating content and I get racially profiled while I'm doing that with my community. It's very discouraging, but we get through it. We get through it. I've noticed I am not a part of this community yet. But hi, cosplay community. How you doing? Let's talk about the Black female content creators that get all the freaking dang on flack in the world because they decided to play a character that wasn't Black. It's disgusting as hell. If you go look at some of these Black female content creators that are in the cosplay community, you have Tatted Poodle, you have Shelby Nicole cosplay. If you look at these women that cosplay, these Black women that cosplay, go to their photos and go underneath their photos, especially like a Twitter or like an Instagram, and just go through the comments. It's utterly disgusting how we are so unfairly mistreated when it comes down to cosplaying as characters that are not Black. When 90% of the time people are cosplaying as characters that ain't white. And it's not saying only white people say anything about black women or Black men cosplaying. No, but majority of the comments that come from these accounts are normally from people who are white, and it sucks. we just want to be embraced and celebrate a culture that you guys love too. You got people who just sit here and put the N word and be like, you know that character ain't black, right? And it's like it sucks because it's like as a black female content creator, who wants to sit here and put all of that effort and energy into something that they birthed that they thought was going to be accepted by the world for it to not be? That's crazy to me. But these are some of the things that we deal with as black female content creators, which another thing that I'll talk about is how black female content creators, we often have to deal with situations where we are told that we have an attitude or a way about us. And I find that to be rather interesting because if I wasn't a black woman and I was talking in the same tone or talking the same way, I would be considered as sassy. I would be considered as strong. I would be considered as an upfront woman, a straightforward, a no guessing. Like, it would be rationalized as, oh, that's just her and don't take it offensive. But when you basically get the same type of a message from a black woman, we're being aggressive, we're being this, it's so many negative words that get thrown. I was in a situation where there was a content creator that was talking about their branding and stuff. And it literally happened right there in the thread where one of my friends said the same thing another a white female said. This my friend is a black female. It was a white female that said basically the same thing, bruh. Matter of fact, she came even a little bit harder, but the person came from my friend. And then, by the grace of God, and I really do thank this female content creator, if you're watching this, you know who you are. She came to her defense like, wait a minute, but I just said the same thing. So why you coming at her sideways when I just said the same thing? And I'm like, see, that's what I need people to do for us, to make us feel a lot more comfortable to actually speak up and give our input. It's not the fact that we're being harsh. It's not the fact that we're being angry or whatever. I mean, even now, some people would probably be looking at this dang on video and they're probably like, oh, she angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm from Brooklyn. We talk with an accent and I'm passionate about what the hell I'm talking about. So you're gonna hear my pitches rise or lower. You're gonna hear emotions with it. But anger is not always the tone that you're hearing when you hear a black woman speak. I want for people to, to stop saying that the things that we do is unacceptable, but when another race do it, it's okay. It's, all right. Like, no. Another thing that I would like to speak on, and this is specifically for my women of color. We were raised with a competitive spirit. And some of us, we fall prey to moments where that type of spirit is around us or within us. And we need to stop that. Because at the end of the day, no, I don't want to compete with I don't want to compete with my sisters. But sometimes competition makes things fun. Yeah. But I don't want to sit here and eradicate another black voice within this dang on industry when it ain't enough representation in the first place. How does that help my cause? How does that help my goals? I want to look around and see black women in esports. I want to see them in all different like positions and stuff. I don't want to take you out of your seat, sis. I want a seat next to you. And then we're gonna make another seat. And then we're gonna have a whole table. And then shoot, maybe you get up from this table, you go create your own damn table. Now we got two tables. I want for things to flourish. And I understand that a lot of us, we don't necessarily we don't get along all the time because we have a difference of opinions, difference of, like basically like ways about us. Like it's not gonna be kumbaya 24/7. I'm here to say I don't want to compete. I want to compliment. I want to have a bunch of females that are, and it's not just black females, but my focus is African American women, black females. That's my focus of a circle that I want. But I want it to be to where we all just honestly we do look out for each other. Whether that's basically retweeting some sponsored stuff that's going on, or maybe you had an achievement and we just amplify that. Like, we can do it. Black Twitter has a lot of power. If we could sit here and make some of these dang on fight videos and these crazy behind influencers and these crazy rappers with their crazy girlfriends and all, if we could basically sit here and make those videos pop, why can we not empower the black females that's inside of this gaming industry? And I hope that a bunch of males that are watching this, because I know some males might be, I hope that you guys are not taking it offensively that I'm not speaking on y'all, because y'all know I love the hell and everything out of y'all. But this leads me into my next thing. We need black male content creators to support black female content creators a hell of a lot more. We go hard in the paint for y'all. Most of your moderators are black females. We help y'all build community streams and all of that. So what I would like to see is some more black males who don't mind sitting here and taking the lead from a woman. I want to see black males in gaming support black females a hell of a lot more. Give us the same energy that we give you, because we give a lot. I want to see people grow. I want to see you guys win. And I don't want for this to be a thing where we basically are pointing the fingers. We have all these little silly competitions going on. I don't want none of that. What I do want is for us to come together as black content creators and really show our power, show our creativity, show our positivity, show how representation truly matters, and to really combat having the inclusion for all. With that being said, that about it. That's all I got. So do me a favor. The conversation is, it can continue on Twitter. It could continue in the Discord. It could continue on Twitch when I stream. But I do want you guys to be open and honest with yourselves. And if you are a black female content creator watching this video, what I would like for you to do is to tag another black female content creator in the comments and express why you actually love her content, love her spirit, and who she is. Doesn't matter what platform she's on. Tag her, acknowledge her, and let's get a good old love bug commentary going on down there. I just want to see the comments flowing with love and appreciative thoughts. And then tell her that her booty round. You might not want to say that because that might be harassment. Thank you guys for watching the video. Again, you guys can catch me on Twitter. You guys can catch me on Twitch. You guys can catch me on Instagram. And you guys can catch me on Tumblr. Stay tuned. We will have more videos like this coming up. And I appreciate my community's feedback letting me know they wanted to see content like this. All right, later.